There you go. All right. Oh, shit.
Hello everybody, DC here coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about creator talk, why you like to create and what you use to create. And we're going to talk about some skateboarding topics here afterwards, and we're going to get into a random rant and end the video afterwards. With me here I have Dimitri.
Thank you. Welcome to the show.
And I don't have my camera on, mostly because my camera has been giving me trouble. So right now you're just gonna see my stupid face on this icon.
And we're drinking right now.
How crisp was that? I don't have like a really good microphone, but hopefully that sounded good.
Yeah, I definitely had an asthmagasm.
We could just
asthma. Can you hear me now?
Today we're going to be talking about why ASMR really sucks.
Yeah. Today, I'm gonna bring you into the bathroom and I'm gonna wipe my ass 4 times. I'm gonna be applying now. I just wanted to make this a quick video because I wanted you to hear what it sounds like to apply mustard to a bologna sandwich.
All right, we're already off topic.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Talking about creator content. You kind of know what I can talk about, but I'll try to talk about whatever you start with.
Okay. All right. So first, wanted to know, what kind of content you created. Let the chat know what's up. What kind of content you create. Then we'll get into more on the topic.
Okay. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead and go first.
Okay, I'm gonna take a hit.
And I'm gonna jump into the chat and say what's up to everybody. What's funny is there's absolutely nobody here. So I guess we can just sit around and chit chat for a little bit, I suppose, but we can okay, it says we have 1 viewer actually. Never mind. Okay.
But let's do the show, dude. Let's do the show how we wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I create music. I really like making different kinds of dance music. It can be like slow tempo, high tempo, high energy, like low energy, chill, fucking all hype. It depends. I like to make it all. I really do make like different kinds of music. And I use Reason, which is a virtual studio software. And I've been doing that for 11 years. So that's like my main means of creating content. And then I started YouTube about 2 months ago now, I think. Yeah. And my plan with that, like I've always been writing comedy and like I've always had like these little comedy ideas and I wanted to like make a movie at different times in my life. And I've written scripts before. I've written a script with Owen Wilson and Matthew McConaughey as a part of the movie, but I'll tell you about that another time. But my main thing is like little skits and compilation videos. Like I want to find interesting angles and use like interesting effects to like liven things up in little skits and videos, because I don't have crazy animation skills or video skills yet, but I like to think that I can pick out like funny moments and things or whatever. So I can find videos on YouTube. I rip videos off YouTube, and I'm trying to make compilation videos with them. But if I find someone to act with and film with, then I would love to do like original skits. That's like one of my dreams for YouTube, I guess.
And what kind of programs do you use to create your content? I know you said Reason for your music, but what do
Yeah, I
you...
use the most updated version of Reason for my music, and I also use it to edit audio, like for my videos. If I make like a video and I need to change the audio levels in certain parts, it's kind of nice to like detach the audio and do that. But I use just the stock iMovie software from my MacBook to do like video editing. And as far as like what programs I'd like to use, I know there's one from Adobe that's pretty nice. So that would be like the future.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Do you have any influences that made you want to create content, such as YouTube and or music?
Probably just liking to be funny so much, and I love to make people laugh so much that I want to find a way to make people laugh, and I feel like YouTube's like a good outlet for that beyond like signing up for like open mics and stuff like that. I feel like YouTube's like a really controlled space where you can actually get down and make something special. And my main influences are probably Tim and Eric, Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim. They're funny. They fucking have their shows on Adult Swim, and they make movies for Sundance that are super cringy and they piss people off. And so I'm kind of inspired by those guys, but then I'm inspired by like Frank or whatever. You know who I'm talking about, DC? He's like the
Right?
Asian dude.
Hmm.
Frank, he does trying to think of one of his main videos. He did like a whole album. The Pink Guy. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Frank, the Pink Guy. I'm trying to think of.
Off the
I'll
top
pull
of
it.
my head, I don't know actually.
Well, then, with the power of the internet, I shall show you Frank the Pink. Frank the Pink Guy. Filthy Frank.
Okay.
This guy.
Jesus. I
You see him?
understand like it's a character, but god damn. I mean, like, I guess he's playing that character really well if it makes me just want to hate him.
I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, yeah, before the Pink Guy, though, just regular Filthy Frank when he's like talking about stupid rappers or whatever on YouTube.
Okay.
He talks about rappers. I just want to. Here we go. This is my favorite fucking video of like all time.
You know, one of these days, your friend, that talk, right? You know, that one friend. And you're going to have to give him the special talk. And it's inevitable. One day you're going to have to tell him that he's not going to make it in the music industry. Hi, I'm Professor Filthy Frank. And I'm here to talk about a serious topic today, a disease that continues to poison the internet community. Every day, hundreds of kids, I mean hundreds, are sucked into the pseudo-internet rapper phase. And it's a very dangerous condition because they end up thinking they're going to be huge rappers because they think they're special for some reason. Some of them fight this disease and are able to make it out alive, meaning they grow up and get a job. And good for them. Good for them. But most of them, they
Filthy Frank.
never make it back.
7 years ago.
Oh, my man Pookie, how you doing? like that for, man? What are you looking at me like that for? No, it can't be. Dude, show me what's in your hands. It's alright. I don't got nothing to hide, man. Alright? Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it, man. Shit. Is that what I think it is? Are those mixtapes? Look, listen, man. You the realest nigga I know. Alright? You the realest nigga I know. You don't have to sit here
He's got those baby cassettes.
My nigga Dookie. No.
Anyway, he makes basically movies like that, like short movies like that. I'm really kind of inspired by that stuff. I'm really inspired by LA Beast, and if you know who Flaky Cracker is, I'll do a video by Flaky Cracker, like basically challenge videos where people are like doing stunts and shit. This guy's funny as fucking.
Trampoline stunt. Yes, that's right, folks. I'm gonna be jumping off my roof and doing a butt punch. I'm gonna be jumping.
A butt punch?
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do this move, guys. It's called.
You're like a cracker!
In a bottle. Okay, here we go.
Are those tacks? Are those tacks?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
He jumps from his roof onto him, dude. He jumps from his roof onto 25,000.
To the other.
Yeah, I'm not a mashugana. I don't think I'm down to do that for a video. Oh my god, that looks like it hurts.
Dude,
All right,
it's crazy.
I can't see anymore.
When he jumps from his roof, it's
Doing the action.
it's the coolest though. Watch.
Oh my god. All right.
It's not gory or anything. Dude. It's just thumbtacks.
Just looks painful as fuck.
Man, I don't know, bro.
He says, "I don't know, bro."
I
He's
I
like
don't know,
30s.
man. I don't know if I could do it.
He's in his late 30s, dude.
I know.
Oh man. All right.
Give
well,
it up for this guy.
here we go.
Now! You will go!
He just goes right through it.
Oh my god.
Oh, man, I hope I didn't break my ass.
He doesn't break anything, but yeah, that was like one of the first videos I seen of that guy. And you know who LA Beast is, right? He eats.
Yeah,
doesn't-
I've seen some of his videos.
Yeah, so I'm inspired by people like that, and just people that are super genuine and just really like doing it for themselves. Like that's what I like.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I don't like any of like even like some of the vloggers that I watch. I'm not really inspired by their stuff content wise as much as I'm inspired by like say like the main thing they're doing in their videos. Like if I'm watching skateboarder vlogs, I like the skateboarding. I don't really care about their life. I just want to see them skate. Or if I'm watching Ryan Williams, he's on Nitro Circus. I just like watching him do like scooter and BMX tricks and shit. Like, I don't really care about his life, but his vlogs are straight and to the point. He doesn't really try to let you in on his life like some people do. Anyway, what are you inspired by, and what programs do you use to
Yeah,
create?
well, what I was about to let you talk first, and then I was going to talk to the chat for a second because we got a few people in here, and then I was going to go on talking about what I'm inspired by. So far we've had Bones 420 saying, he jumped in here. He says, "What's up, bro? I'm about to make a new channel." So that's what's up. I got 4Dub Mob. 4Dub in the house. Got Adrian Boss.
This guy,
Hey guys!
this guy's Chili Beast. I gotta hold on.
We got Nobody Man in the chat still. Bones 420 was saying that dude that jumped on all those tacks is a dumbass.
Okay. I like this guy, Chili Beast. He does a plutonium challenge that's pretty rad.
Bones, you want to join on the panel, but we're kind of just we're trying to stay on topic here.
Make sure that nobody ever tries this challenge.
Vomit alert. Ooh. Okay, I'm good.
Hold on.
Holy shit, look at his face.
He eats something that's really hot. Anyway, you guys got to check out that flaky cracker guy and this guy. You can find him by typing in Chili Beast, but his profile name is Gotta Go Video. Like video with a B. Video, like video, but with a B. Gotta Go Video.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. You can talk.
Bones was trying to get onto the panel, but we're trying to I'll start a new one after we do this because we have like a set. We had like sit here and talk like for an hour. We sat here and talked for like an hour talking about what we're going to be talking about in the stream. And if anything, we'll add you into the end of the stream, bro. When we're talking about the random rants, I think that we can actually just add some people in here, but at the end, that way it doesn't get in the middle of the topics we want to talk about.
Yeah, let's burn through it, man. Go ahead and tell us what you are inspired by and what programs you use, and you can tell us how long you've been doing both videos and music, because I mentioned that.
Yeah, you went on that. Okay, get to...
Yeah, I've been doing music for 10 years and YouTube shit for 2 months.
Yeah. Well, you guys, if you guys are new here and you guys don't know, been creating content on YouTube for I think one of my oldest videos on YouTube is about 9 years old. I use FL Studio, I use Sony Vegas Pro, I use Video Shop, and I used to use Wii Video for my phone to edit my videos, but I stopped using Wii Video, WE Video. I went over to Video Shop. It's kind of better. That's how I create most of my content on this channel. My influences include Screw Attack, Game Theorists. Let's see who else. On skateboarding wise, we got John Hill. He's got those artsy vlog type videos, which are very appealing to me.
John Hill, Garrett Jenner, Dale Decker.
Yeah. Did you just hear that Garrett Jenner got into an accident yesterday or a couple days ago?
That, yeah. Right after he fucked up his elbow, dude. He's in another cast.
Oh yeah, and then he almost went down some freaking some cliff. Would have been like a 300-foot fall or something like that.
Dude, so, he's getting fucked up left and right, but I feel him, dude. I've been there. I was there at his age.
Okay. Bones 420 says that his new channel is for animation people.
Okay, Bones, we hear you. Yeah, I checked out your live stream the other day. I was there.
Okay, so nobody man says he uses Video Shop. See? Yep, there's somebody out there that uses Video Shop. Yeah, actually, what's funny is I actually got a comment from one of my day one subscribers. This is a friend before it was a subscriber that was talking to me about my content and wants more of a vloggy style video, like a video that's going to take me about an hour to edit and then upload.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'm liking this live stream. I'm enjoying it. The thing is, the videos are really long. Sometimes the content is between far and wide. So trying to keep it like this is one of my ways of fixing up how my live streams are. And
sure.
we'll go on to my music real quick.
Or you can tell us the rest of your inspirations for YouTube. You were just
Inspirations for YouTube.
skate vloggers. Okay, what else?
Yeah, we had a few vloggers, a few channels that sit there and literally do research and takes a long time for their videos to be uploaded. Game theorists. You know, that's the one thing that has inspired me most. By
How would you categorize his videos? Like, what style would you say his videos are? Just research or whatever?
It's research and game and theories on games, and he also does theories on films as well.
So
he
like
really
game
looks at the content in the media and tries to figure out some things about the character.
Okay, I can understand that.
I
It's
also
like
really like. Well, when I first started out, I started out watching Andy Schrock. Before I got into John Hill, before I got into Garrett Jenner, before I got into any of those other people, I was watching Andy Schrock.
For sure.
Andy Schrock does skateboarding videos. He's very, very random. I'm pretty sure he has he's a high functioning person with ADHD.
ADD or ADHD for sure.
He is very random and has made me feel like it's okay to say random stuff because I always thought that I was bad, and then I watch the videos and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not that bad, and I feel comforted.
I know what ADD stands for, but what does ADHD stand for?
Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder.
But then ADD is just
attention deficit disorder.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, okay, I know.
So he has ADHD because he's hyper.
I was diagnosed with both when I was like 9, and ODD and OCD.
I thought you only could have one. I didn't know they could dual subscribe or dual prescribe you or whatever. Ugh.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I got medication for it, and then I quit taking it when I was like 10. So I think I'm all right.
Let's see. We're gonna go back to the chat real quick. Check it real quick. Unrelated, shameless plug. Nobody, man. That's what's up. It's okay, man. I don't care. You know, we're both on Forever Stale. That's cool. You know, I'm glad you guys invited me into that group or the channel. I haven't uploaded in a while. I probably should upload some videos and go on. But yeah, today is actually Nobody Man's birthday, so shout out to him. He just turned 31.
I'm sorry, Nobody Man. I'm 24. I dread the day I turn 31.
Nobody Man. I've been making the joke about turning 30 for a long time. Probably, when I say a long time, probably like 2 years, 3 years.
Stay young.
Okay, yeah, he's saying ADD is the distracted. ADHD is the can't sit still distracted.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like, dude, I have symptoms of everything. I don't think I'm affected by it, though. I get through my day. Like,
yeah. But back on track.
Okay, so talk about your music programs and your music. I didn't talk about my inspirations in music, but you can go first.
Yeah, you didn't talk about your inspirations too much, but we'll get back to that right after I talk about what programs I use for. Well, I talked about FL Studio, but that was like in the beginning of what kind of content I create or what kind of
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay, sorry, looking at my frickin' memo here. What do I use? Okay, like I said, I use Video Shop. That I sometimes will use that to change audio in the songs. So I guess you can say I can use video. I use Video Shop for music that goes on YouTube. When I edit the intro, I use a fade on the Video Shop app instead of actually fading the original song. So I kind of use Video Shop to edit some of my audio to my videos. I also use, like I said, FL Studio, and I use Virtual DJ, and I do not use Reason. I have a friend that uses it, but I think if I tried to use it, I'd be able to make something.
It's really easy, dude. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, man, it's really easy to navigate and shit.
And influences on music at a really, really early age. I was really into rock, like first grade. Like I would literally ride around on my bike listening to Van Halen on my cassette tape.
First grade, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, first grade, Van Halen. Later on in life, you got, I mean, I was going to say Linkin Park, but before I even got to listening to Linkin Park, I listened to a lot of Eminem and a lot of
Limp Bizkit.
Oh yeah, Limp Bizkit was the one I listened to, mostly because my sister's boyfriend had a CD, and he would always be listening to it in the car.
That was like, he was like almost a juggalo.
We'll get back to that on a different time. I don't think that he would have been anywhere close to that at all.
Just the music, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's far from that. I listened to a lot of Wu-Tang right around that time when I was really young.
Okay.
Progressed to Linkin Park, progressed to a lot of those indie rock bands and emo bands when I was in high school.
So would you say Eminem and Limp Bizkit were like your first rap influences?
Beastie Boys, and I really like DMX.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot. I remember listening to DMX a lot, man, when I was younger.
Right
on. Rage Against the Machine too. Listened to a lot of that.
Yeah,
but to the Chopped and Screwed part of it, I can't really say, because usually Chopped and Screwed, they don't put their name on it. You don't know who the inspiration is coming from. You just heard a track that was chopped and screwed and you liked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can't really just be like, oh, well, then this person made me like Chopped and Screwed, because you can't really figure out who it is unless they
but just your rap influences. I mean, that's what I was talking about.
Some people will just want to be like, oh, DJ Screw on my videos. And I'm just like, thank you very much.
DJ Screw is the shit, and like rest in peace. But
But I do not take any I don't take any influence from him because I did not necessarily listen to him when I was younger, but I've heard some tracks and I like them. The thing is, I'm glad people are like DJ Screw on my videos. Thank you very much. It's very that's a big compliment to me if you know.
Well, at least they know like who started it, you know.
Yeah.
All right. But so those were, yeah, that's what you were listening to until you were like what? From 1 to how old?
From first, that was from first grade to about high school, 15 years old.
Okay.
All right. So we've basically talked about the content, influences. Now, or we talked about content. What do we use to make music? But we didn't talk about your influences for why you make music.
Yeah. So like, you know, I've like always been involved in music. But when I went to junior high, I started in cadet band and like was starting to learn to play percussion. My friend had a drum set. I really liked that. Then I got a drum set like the next Christmas or whatever, and that was fucking sick. And I played with like my dad's friend's band, who was like, their band was super legit. And then I fucking auditioned for a band. Like I found an audition opening on MySpace, believe it or not. And then I just went to their house. Like I had my dad drive me over with my drum set, and I auditioned like in their studio or whatever in this basement. And they liked it, but like these people were like older than me, so it was kind of fucked. We had to like choose where we were gonna like do gigs, and we had 6 songs. We changed our name twice, and after about 6 months, we broke up over some girl shit. And then I kind of like I had some techno influences, Alice DJ, some other fucking shit, maybe like Sandstorm. Like when Sandstorm would play at like the roller rink, I would be like, fuck yeah. Yeah, so that was like super legit. Or like I like to move it, I like to move it. That song from like Madagascar, even though it was like made way before that.
Yeah.
Or what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me no more. That song, I think it's called Hadaway, like What is Love? By DJ Hadaway, or just Hadaway, I think the name is. Yeah, so those were like my techno influences like early on. But then after my band broke up, I found Bass Hunter, and it really occurred to me how he was making his music. Like for whatever reason, I was just like, you know, I really wanted to be in a band again, or I really wanted to make music again. And when I listened to his music, it really occurred to me that he was using a computer. So I hit him up. I contacted Bass Hunter and asked him. I was like, dude, how do you make your music, and is there any old equipment you can send me? And he just told me like the program that he uses, and then he suggested a program for me. And then I asked my mom, and then she bought it. My mom was in California at the time, but that's a different story. She gives me this fucking program. I make a couple songs on it, and it was like a pretty shitty program, but dude, I made legit ass music. I took it to Guitar Center and like had them play it in like their speaker room, like their big speaker room.
Yeah. And
they were super impressed. They like let me come over a couple times. They like let me use all their shit whenever I wanted to. They were always like super, like I was like a really valuable customer to them, I guess you could say. Like I spent a lot of money in their store, but then also they knew like I made their store look good because it was like all the confrontations that we have in front of their customers and stuff are like good, or I'm in their like studio area and I can like work on my music in there, and it's just like livening things up. They kind of like it when people play on their drums and like use their guitars and stuff too, but like they have to be like good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a cool like kind of thing. And then I got sent to boarding school, and I didn't have my computer with me, obviously, and I didn't have anything for like a year, or not a year, probably like 6 months. But then my dad sent me a laptop with Reason. I think it was Reason 3.5 or Reason 4. I can't remember. It was an old version of Reason. We're at Reason 9.5 now, version 9.5 now. Anyway, so I get that, and I start making beats for my stepsister because she's a hip R&B artist, and I was gonna get paid for that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start making beats for her. And I would like send her beats from my boarding school to her and this this guy from DreamWorks Productions. His name is Otis, or no, not Otis. Audix, yeah, DJ Audix. We would send our music to him. I mean, his name's Justin, but yeah, send our music to him, and they would like record shit over that. And then she kind of blew up, and she went and fucking auditioned for American Idol, and they basically turned her down because she was too young. But that's a different story. I kept on going on like with my making music or whatever, but at the time I was listening to like some podcast mixes, like DJ mixes, you know. So I was being really influenced by DJ mixes for the most part. I didn't really like listening to like individual songs. But then I got into DJ mixing, and I used Tractor Scratch Pro from Native Instruments. And then I was mixing minimal and like fidget house together. Minimal and fidget house. So that was really cool.
For the people out there that don't understand what you're talking about, can you explain the genre?
Yeah, it's like a subgenre of electronic music. It's kind of like techno, I guess you could say. Techno is a subgenre of electronic music too, but I mean, it's like techno. Just like, I don't know, it's the BPMs are normally like between 128 and like 134. If you know what that is, it's like beats per minute.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I'm talking to
not everybody is well in music. So when you're talking about stuff, you also got to remember that if you're going on lingo, people, they might not know what you're talking about. So you kind of got to explain a little bit.
Yeah, so I was like really into mixing fidget house and like electro house and minimal, but all that's like techno music. It's all like house. It's like styles of house, I guess you could say. House music. And then when I left boarding school, I was into kind of mixing hip-hop music, like popular hip-hop music, but then also like with minimal and like other like bass lines and stuff. I was really into trying to like make my own music while mixing. Then I just started trying to make like music that I was kind of listening to at the time, and at the time I was listening to some minimal artists and a group called Simian Mobile Disco. And if you've ever heard the song, I think it's We Are Your Friends. It's like, we are your friends, you never belong. Okay, that band, Simian, okay, it's two members of that band that make Simian Mobile Disco.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's like a cool live techno group, and so I was really kind of inspired by that and minimal music. And now I don't even know, because I try not to listen to any music. I try to make like 100% original music, and I feel like if I listen to music, then I might end up making something that I like that I've heard recently or whatever.
Yeah.
So by staying away from music entirely, it allows me to like really basically create the music that I make in my head, like throughout the day, like the songs that I sing to myself throughout the day or whatever. But the ones that I make, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now influences are just like everything, just like nature, and you know, I let everything influence me but music.
Yeah. I mostly get inspired by hearing a track that I can remix and then listening to it. I don't know. I can give it a listen to about 30 seconds and then figure out, you know, that I can do this. I could remix this. But
I'm really inspired, like sound wise. I'm really inspired by, like when I go to the casino, like all the sounds that I hear from the slots and shit.
yeah.
All that shit is like really inspiring to me for some reason. And I'm not like trying to make music that sounds like slot machines, but all those
It's the
sounds.
game and how everything is. So what's up, Unicorn Potato? Nobody Man says he's subscribed to you. I think he said he subscribed to you already. He's just making sure he was subscribed to you. Went and checked out your channel real quick.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check out the chat as well, so I know what you're looking at. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like responding to it.
Yeah, I'm responding while you're talking. That way I can keep
Things moving along.
chat engaged.
Yeah, you're doing good, dude. So those are like my inspirations, and like I said, I used to work with a DJ program called Tractor Scratch Pro. It's from a company called Native Instruments, and they make the deck that I use too, like the mixing deck. I use Control S4. I almost couldn't remember it, but it's because I've used so much DJ equipment in the past, and I've mapped keyboards to mix with my music program, you know?
Oh yeah, I know. Have you ever heard of Sam Broadcaster?
Dude, and I've mapped my entire keyboard to mix music just with my keyboard.
Oh yeah, yeah. But have you ever heard of Sam Broadcaster? That's what I used to use to broadcast to the radio station I worked for when I was 14.
That's amazing. Yeah, the most I've ever done with my music, honestly, is I've thrown some pretty fucking big parties, and I've DJ'd for those. That's like basically about it. And I've volunteered DJ'd for like some events and stuff, like a Dude Tour event. I DJ'd a little bit for a power bar station, like a power bar station booth. They make like energy bars, like protein bars and stuff. And I DJ'd for a bicycle event and a skate park event. And I kind of DJ'd, but I was selling glow sticks for a fireworks event, like in my local park, and a fundraiser. But all that stuff like wasn't like really for the music, you know? So it wasn't like I had a.
I mean, if you think about it, if it's not for the music, it's for publicity for the music. So it.
Oh, I mean, obviously, but yeah, I'm just saying like people weren't going to the power bar station because they wanted to listen to techno. I mean, some of them were, but I mean,
they were forced to.
So, yeah, but when I did the fundraiser, that was fucking legit, and when I did the house parties, those were the best, though. The house parties were so legit. I mean, there's nothing better than having like a packed basement and just like so many people around you, and you're like in the crowd, you know what I mean?
So we got a couple chats here talking to you. We got Potato, Miss soon to be Mrs. Potato, saying, "How are you, Dimitri?" And Nobody Man saying, "That's crazy, but awesome that you don't listen to music, so that your stuff is original."
Yeah, it is kind of crazy, right?
You try not to get any outside influences, and that way, you know, you're not trying to copy somebody or copy them without even knowing, because that's happened before.
Exactly.
Somebody sat there with like this beat in their head. They don't know where they got this beat, and then they try to create the track, and then they get called out for copying somebody, but it's just that beat is stuck in their head, so they make it. It's like somewhere in the back of your head too. It's not like you listened to it last week and you forgot about it. It's usually like a track you heard as a kid, and then it pops back into your head, and for some reason you forget that it was a track to begin with.
Yeah, I can read the questions now. So, how am I? I'm great. How are you? Dimitri, how long have you been a DJ? Like honestly, like really mixing, probably since I was 17, but I haven't touched my best controller, like the last controller that I got, the last like mixing deck to end my music program. I haven't touched either of those for probably a year, just because I'd rather have all my own music to mix instead of mixing other people's music. I pretty much decided that I would never mix other people's music because it's like stealing their glory. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't get down with DJs that use just other people's music. Like, I can understand if they're using one music from the same record label. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
but
when I go to
want to use a different track that somebody else has made that's on the record label, you go ahead and do it, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. But I don't like the idea of DJs, like local DJs or DJs in general, getting famous off of producers' hard work. Okay? I really don't agree with that. I would rather not DJs play my music. You know what I'm saying? So I would feel like producers are kind of sick of the DJs basically getting all the credit for their work. So I want to have all my own music to mix, and that's why I haven't mixed in a long time.
All right. So there's all the influences. There's all the influences, and there's all the content you create and or information about ourselves. Kind of tips. I'm kind of tipsy over here.
Okay, yeah, I can take a drink. Yeah, I forgot about my liquor.
She goes, so you make and produce your own music? Forgive my ignorance. And Potato loves music. And at the risk of being a nooblet, is any of your music on your YouTube channel, or is it strictly on SoundCloud?
Just SoundCloud, but I have 2 old mixes that I actually have kept on my SoundCloud from a long time ago. Yeah, I have other mixes, but I have to take them off of thumb drives that I have stored somewhere. But you can check out all the music that I make for sure. There's a few songs that I need to finish mastering, so I'll have a few songs coming up in the next month or whatever. But I have 15 tracks, or 15 or 17 tracks or something right now on SoundCloud.
That's good, bro.
It's just soundcloud.com/Amanesto. It's pronounced Amanesto. And I didn't get that shit from Tiesto. I got that shit from a dream that I had.
You know what's funny is the reason why I get your name mixed up is because there's another person that's name is Anamesto.
They probably fucking took it from my shit.
It's the M and the N are switched. Tell me if you've seen that before.
No, dude, I had a dream. I asked a girl what her baby's name, like that was in her arms, in a dream. And she said, his name is Amanesto. And then I woke up and I was like, that's going to be my stage name.
Yeah.
So it came to me in a dream, in a lucid dream. Yeah, I knew what I was doing in that dream. I was like, I'm going to ask this girl what her kid's name is. And she was like, his name is Amanesto. I was like, that's so fucking dope.
Yeah. All right, so the next little, the next topic we're talking about, sorry, excuse me. The next topic we're talking about is skateboarding.
Skating. I like
there we
talking
go.
about
There's a subject we can all get on.
Hell yeah. Yeah, me and DC could talk about music for days, but we don't really do the same thing in music, and I don't know, we're both kind of doing our own thing with music right now.
Oh, don't worry, Potato. No worry for all the questions. That's what kind of this stream is about, to engage
DC
with the chat, to talk
DC
with
makes his own
everybody,
music.
to keep a show on track, to make sure everything is tight knit, and we're a little raggedy on the ends, but we're getting used to it.
I'm good. I think you're a little bit like more intoxicated than I am. I'm not gonna say you're drunk yet, but yeah.
Oh no, I'm not drunk. I haven't even drank one beer.
I heard you crack a beer at the beginning of this.
I cracked one open. I haven't finished it yet. I'm about halfway through. And I'm not drunk until I drank my whole 6-pack.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna talk about some skateboarding shit. We're gonna talk about how skateboarding has evolved and what fucking inspired us in skateboarding and how we think skateboarding influenced our lives. Like, where do you think, DC, where do you think you would be if skateboarding wasn't in your life? Let's start out with that.
Holy shit.
And really try to be honest about it. Don't give like a...
honestly, yes, all honesty.
Well, I mean, yeah, don't give a vague answer is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, when I was younger, I was a pretty bad kid. I got into trouble a lot. Now, say, if I wasn't skateboarding, I probably would have gotten in trouble a lot more, and things would have gone a little bit differently, especially in high school.
Okay.
So maybe I could have been in a very worse place.
Would you be fatter?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
There's been, even when I broke my foot, I gained a whole bunch of weight because I wasn't skateboarding all the time. So I'd imagine, if I didn't skate at all, I'd probably be a big old tub of lard.
Big tub.
Big old tubby tub. I'm still kind of tubby. I'm not like the skinniest motherfucker I know. I actually just recently hit, you know how you have your base mass index?
You don't have to tell us that.
But you know how you got your BMI, right? I barely got under being obese like just in the beginning of this year.
Oh wow, weird. How tall are you?
I'm 5'5", 5'6", almost.
Oh no way. Yeah. So I think you and Big Toke the same height?
No, Big Toke's 5'11".
Okay, never mind. So me and Big Toke are like, I think I'm probably taller than Big Toke, but yeah. So yeah, wow, I didn't know that you were that height. You always look so tall.
I'm not. I look tall because I'm on camera all the time. I wish I was tall. I mean, my body weight would be distributed a little bit differently, but hey, I'm taller than my dad and I'm taller than my mom, so I'm doing pretty good. We got a new person in the chat. AIQUI. Iqui. I don't know.
I quit.
Iqui?
I quit. I quit.
I quit.
I quit. Okay. Yeah, let's get back.
Okay, their name is AQ. I just want to give my name AQ. Okay. What was the first skateboard trick you ever landed?
What do you mean, like besides ollie?
Well, I didn't learn how to ollie first. I learned how to shove it.
No, I learned how to ollie first. I didn't learn how to kickflip for like a year, and then I didn't skate for a long ass time. Kind of picked it up, and then I got hit by a car and I wasn't allowed to skate. Then I got sent to boarding school where I couldn't really skate. Then when I was 18 is when I got like some of my best skating in. But when I was younger, dude, I got pretty good at skating. Like I had like some really good skaters around me, like that were my age, and they were like about to get sponsored. Even when I moved one time, there was a good skater that I was able to skate with, and I like there was like skate crews at the new school that I went to, so I was able to like be a part of like a skate crew of like some kids that were older than me, and I really liked them. I didn't really get along with them like friend wise, but yeah, I was definitely influenced by their skating and did a lot of street skating.
Like I did a lot of street skating too, man.
But there's tons of good spots in Utah. There's like, dude, there's so many good spots in Utah. Like spots that have barely been skated on, just like brand new spots every single time. Like when it rains and fucking you go out, it's like a brand new skate spot every time, dude. There's like a few ledges that I can think of that are really worn out. But hey, if I go out there with like a fucking grinder or a sanding brick or whatever, a rub brick, that's what it's called. You can rub it away, like rub away the broken pieces of corner on the ledge and fucking make it square again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, dude. So there's like just barely some of those, but all the skate spots are so fucking fresh in Utah, and we have tons of skate parks. We have like 100 and something skate parks in Utah. There's one in every city. What? Okay, so where would I be without skating, or do you want to finish that?
Let's see. I don't know. I think I know for sure that I would be definitely a little bit more tubby. I definitely would be way out of shape, honestly. I feel like if I didn't do that, I think I would be probably more inclined to continue karate, because that's one of the things that I was doing before I did skateboarding, and before I did music, I used to perform martial arts on stage. It's been like a long time since I've done that. So like
Everybody just imagine DC doing martial arts real quick. Like, don't even imagine him as a kid. Just imagine him as you know him right now doing martial arts.
what's funny is I was actually going to start a series where I copy Hwoarang's kicks from Tekken. Because I can
Hell
kick
yeah.
ass.
Can you backflip?
You know Hwoarang from Tekken, bro?
No, I don't remember.
He's that dude with the crazy ass kicks. He'll do like fucking like crazy kick combos. And what I was going to do is going to play the game on one side, how the kicks look, and then copy the kicks in real life.
Okay. It's still funny.
Still funny. But yeah, I got up to I was one little step away from being a brown belt by the time I was 14.
One belt away from being a black belt, huh?
Which is one belt away from being a black belt, yeah. So it was
Yeah,
one step away from being a black belt.
Okay, so you would get into karate. Okay, so
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's it. That's it on the fucking
You would just live that karate lifestyle, guys. That's what
live
would
that karate lifestyle. Yeah. I learned wushu kung fu too, which
He'd
is
be a little more into anime, and he would do karate. Just kidding.
well, I was gonna say that it's fighting styles, but fighting styles based on animals and stuff like that. So like tiger and
So a little more into
stuff like
bestiality.
that.
Just kidding. All right, so if I didn't have skateboarding, I would just be into BMX, because BMX was like the first thing I was into. I learned how to ride a bike before I learned how to ride a skateboard. The first thing I rode was my trike, but I rode it like a scooter, and I would watch the kids in my neighborhood hit jumps, and I would hit them when I still had training wheels. Like, I was fucking ready to do some shit. Like, I was ready to fucking like be into action sports, like right out of the pussy, you know what I'm saying? So I basically would have been into BMX like no matter what. But if I didn't have, I'll answer this, if I didn't have any action sports, I would have been into basketball and indoor soccer. I would have been living that life. Oh, and I guess I would have, I was into like diving, like diving board diving and cliff diving and rock climbing. Those would be the other things I would be into. And I guess like parkour, but I wouldn't take parkour that seriously. I'm not trying to get hurt.
Yeah. I feel like if you're going to do parkour, it'd be probably better if you learned how to be a gymnast when you were really young.
No, dude, like, yeah, you would think that, but like, it's kind of true, but I know someone, I know a few people that were gymnasts, and when we would go out to do parkour, they were not down. I'll show a quick snippet of a video I just fucking ripped off my Facebook. Watch this. This is me after like a festival.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this video.
How have you seen this video?
I've seen this
from my
video.
last compilation?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's like, this guy, how's he doing this stuff?
That was loud.
That girl looked like she got burned.
Well, we're all covered in chalk because it was like a color festival. Yeah, you see, I'm covered in chalk. I just bought that water gun, and I was walking down. Like, you see how all these cars are basically stopped, and we're like walking faster than them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dude, like as they're coming by, like I was like, some of their windows were open, and I was shooting water like into those cars.
Oh man.
Dude, but like the festival vibes were so lit. Like on my way there, me and my friends, like we jumped out of our cars, or jumped out of one car. We carpooled there at like a 2-mile mark on the main road, like to the event. So we had to walk 2 miles to the event, basically. And we walked like a mile, and then we were like, let's just jump in someone's fucking car because we know they're going there. And there was this FJ Cruiser, okay? Like it was like a pretty decent sized car. And we just ran up, jumped on the car, and like it was driving. So we were like going. And then while the car was driving, we opened the doors and like get into this random ass person's car. And they just like let us in. Like they were like, okay, I guess these people are in our car now. Like, dude, the vibes were insane at this fucking festival, dude.
That's
crazy. And we just we drove like probably in their car. Like we were in their car for maybe like I don't know. I would say like 3 football field lengths. You know what I mean? And then we just get out of the car like while we're in traffic and everything, and just jump out and fucking keep walking to the festival. And that was my first time in an FJ Cruiser.
Okay, so we got the chat chiming in, talking about Utah.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's, I'm in Layton. I have family in St. George.
No way.
My uncle moved to Layton from California.
That's legit.
Some Potato's talking about a school.
A school in southern Utah, northern Utah.
Sorensen's.
Do you know of Fozzie Willie? So it's skating like Dimitri said, we got skate parks. Yeah. Yeah, I live in northern Utah. I've been to like all the skate parks, but right now I live like kind of
You don't have to, bro. You don't have to say anything.
Okay, yeah, but yeah.
I was about to say, it's like
the Color Festival
about it. You might have mentioned Utah, but they're just talking about Utah in the chat.
Yeah, if you watch my last compilation video, Nobody Man, you might be able to recognize some of like the places that I've been to or whatever. It's all filmed in Utah, but yeah. So you can get an idea of like where I've been around. But I grew up like all throughout the valley, I'll say that. That's for sure. He knows what I'm talking about. That's crazy that he's in Layton. What are the fucking odds that someone from fucking Utah would be on? Okay.
You know what the best thing is, man? This is like not related to weed. I mean, sorry, this is related to weed, not related to skateboarding, not related to music, not related to content. But I had my grinder. I ground up some bud like when I first got my weed, and I left the top half of my grinder like sitting there for like a while. I picked it up. I screwed it back together. I hit it with my knuckles a few times. I open it up again. A bowl. Right there. Didn't even know I had a bowl right there, but I do. So I'm gonna take this time and smoke with you guys.
Yeah. And I don't say that because of Custom Grill 420. It's because I used to say yeah.
I hate that shit. You know what? We're on the random subject now. We've passed skating. We've passed all the influences. We're on the random topics. Whoever is in the chat, if you want to jump in this conversation, let me know. This is about the end piece of the conversation, but you know what really pisses me off? When somebody says something and they're like, oh, you copied them. It's like, look, you know how many other people were here on this planet before me saying the same shit for so many years? One, I'm not even subscribed to that guy, you know? So obviously I didn't take, like, I've never seen any of his videos. So, you know, like stuff like that. It's like, I've never been in contact with this person. And then I say something that what this person kind of says, and they're like, oh, you're copying them. Like,
dude, that reminds me of when I first started telling my jokes. That shit would piss me off.
Yeah, people say things, and it's usually because, okay, you know how like different states have different lingo for certain things? It's just like that. It's just like if somebody from, I don't know, say Ohio, Good Vibes was talking about how he says geeked out or something like that. And down here we have something similar. It's gacked, not geeked. Although, you know, like that's just like saying Good Vibes, oh, you're just copying off somebody else, but it's just like something that somebody says because they're from that part of the states.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Utah uses all kinds of weird lingo. We definitely have an accent. I know we have an accent. I'm aware of it. It's kind of trippy.
I can't tell. My accent's weird.
Well, you can tell when you like travel. I'll say that. Dude, the worst is, oh my God, the fucking worst American accents are Minnesotan fucking.
Oh, Minnesota.
Minnesota's. I swear to God, I swear to God, this is this is a true story about
the American state of Canada.
This is a true story about being at Minneapolis Airport one time. Listen, okay, so it was super ass late, and we go through security. Me and my girlfriend, we go through security, we land in Minneapolis, and we go through security. We have a layover flight basically, and it's like I think it was like a 13-hour layover. So we had to go through security to like the front of the airport, and then we wanted to go back like to where there was like food and stuff and the gates and stuff, and they wouldn't let us because security was closed. I was like, what the fuck? So we had to hang out in the front. But before we did that, we asked someone what time it was because we didn't know what time it was in Minnesota, and we didn't have internet or anything. So we go ask like the lady. We're like, what time is it? Or like where's the clock? I think we asked, or something like that. Yeah, we asked what time it was. And she points like behind us and she says, the clock's right there. But she didn't say the clock's right there, dude. She said like the clack's right there. The clack. Like the clack. I swear she was saying the clack.
The clack.
The clack is right there. I was like, what? The crack is like there. I can't even do their fucking dumbass accents. It was
like, lady, I'm not looking for crack. I'm looking for the clock.
Yeah, it was so like bad. Like the O in clock doesn't make an A sound at all, and I was hearing an A sound. All right, this is like impossible to understand. We were super tired, and we had to ask her like 4 times, and every time she was saying it the same way. And we were just like wanting her to like be a little more clear every time she said it. But then my girlfriend finally understood. I don't know. Fucking girls understand each other, but yeah.
Okay. So wait, I forgot where Minneapolis is in the first place.
In Minnesota.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because I was about to say, Minnesota has, like, I don't know, one of the weirdest accents. Like I said, they're like the American state of Canada. Like, they talk a lot like Canadians.
Well, I don't. Yeah, they
Very
definitely
similar.
do.
Not a lot. Very similar.
Dude, have you ever heard like a thick Irish accent though? Like a really thick one though?
No.
Yeah, it's impossible to understand, basically. A really thick Irish accent, like you know how the rednecks are to Americans, like how they sound kind of funny.
Yeah, they're AEIOU blend together.
Down here in the South, we do tobacco and alcohol. You like it? Okay, so you know how that's kind of hard to understand? Okay, so in Ireland, they have like Irish redneck, kind of like thick accent type folk, and they're impossible to understand. Like as Americans, like you just won't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about accents. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, this is just a random rant. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to give structure to the beginning of the show, but then trying to let loose at the end of the show, so the people that have been sitting here for this whole time, like, they can sit back and relax and unwind. Some people, it's just because of that stupid comment, man.
See who's here.
I mean, not only because of that stupid comment, but I mean, it's not a stupid comment. It's actually really good criticism, and I haven't had any criticism on this channel since the whole thing with what's his fuck, and then everybody just going in here and trying to criticize videos that aren't how my channel was initially supposed to be created as. When you go on my videos, bro, and you see how many videos I've created, I think it says like under 600, I think.
Nobody man says a boot, LOL, like saying about. And then I said, I need to go to the Duketer.
The Duketer.
That's how they fucking talk. Okay.
But yeah, you know how my channel has under 600 videos? I have 750 something videos in total. A lot of those videos are unlisted. You can only get those videos if you have the link.
Yeah, I sent DC some of my unlisted videos, but I won't send him the link.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing, we can't even send any link in the chat anyways, because you're not a moderator. I think I have like only 2 people labeled as moderators. I really should fix that.
Alex just sent a video to Google Hangouts.
Nobody mad because he needs to make another drink. Man, I need to urinate.
I think I need to urinate, but I'm gonna finish this drink and then think about urinating.
Well, while you're thinking about urinating, I'm going.
Well, not right now. I'm gonna finish this drink before I think about it. I'll entertain people. I'll try.
Yeah, just keep engaged with the chat real quick. Say what's up out there.
We need to make another drink. We need to make another drink. Make another drink. Grab another Mickey's. You guys want to see a funny video? Or we'll just watch the compilation video I'm working on right now.
What are you doing, Shabbat? Fucking doorknob. I'm stuck on the doorknob. Coke jello pocket. I'm stuck in fucking mouth. Oh, Lord. He's an outfit.
I'm from Louisiana.
I want you to say what part, girl.
I'm born legislative. See, I'm a
DJ, Carlo, athlete,
Big Neil is the chief.
Yeah.
And my Romeo dad.
What?
All right. Publicity. One love, one sin. Never mind. Now listen. I said I'm whooping every bitch. In it, I bring them home. White hoe. I like them hoes. They say, I'm whooping them hoes. They ain't got no phone. They can't pay the bill. They can't pay the bill. I be losing jail. Girl. They could pay the bill. Let me say. Fuck you, girl. I didn't say the song. Go ahead. What's it do? I'm so tired. Listen, that ain't fun.
That was too great right there. Can you hear me?
You're back. What's up?
All right. What's up, Steel City? What up, Steel Bro? Hey, Steel City, if you want to join, man, you can join. I know you're stuck, like, not being able to make live content right now, and I know you go live, like, at least 3 times a day, so if you want to join, man, you can shoot the shit and talk with us. This is, like, the first, I don't even know what to call this series, but we're just sitting here talking.
Mhm. I just told nobody, man, a Utah joke.
Ha! I have no clue how to laugh at that.
Haha. Okay. Steel City wants to come on, you said?
Oh, I'm saying that he can because he's stuck on his channel. He can't go live on his channel, man. He screwed up.
Just sound, no footage. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I knew DC was going to be back, so I just chose not to screen share it. I don't know why I did that. I need to check something really quick. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Steel City, if you're there, man, if you're still there, let me know. I see I got 3 viewers. I think one of them might be you, Dimitri.
Yeah, it could be.
Because if you're not looking at the chat, it says 2 now. 3. Back and forth.
There, I just clicked out of it.
Okay, now it says 4. That makes sense. Now it says 3. Okay.
Sweet.
Whatever.
Sweet. Well, okay, let's talk about skating again really quick. I wanted to ask you what your favorite skaters were and like what were like the main skate brands that you used.
The skateboards I've used. The skateboards.
No, main skate brands. Like, what are the main skate brands that you used? And then what are your favorite skateboarders? Who are your favorite skateboarders?
Oh, okay. Okay. When I was really young, I remember getting my first board. It was a zero board. So I had a couple zero boards. I had a couple Enjoys. I usually got the blank decks, you know, from the local skate shops. So nothing really super fancy.
Yeah. Favorite skaters.
Favorite skaters. One of them would be Kareem Campbell. Let's see. Another got that Cadillac Muscalade.
Yeah.
Chad Musca. Let's see. Mike Vallely. And Day One song, that was more in my high school years though. But in the beginning, God, what the fuck is that dude's name? Off the top of my head, I don't know how I could forget his name. Rodney Mullen.
Yeah, for sure.
Rodney Mullen should have actually been the first person I said. And Day One song should have been the last person I said in timely order.
Okay.
And yourself? What kind of skateboards have you used? What kind of skaters have you grown up watching?
Yeah. I used to skate mini logos in like my local board shop, skateboards, BC Surf and Sport. And after I like skated that, or I was also into like Destructo trucks. I thought those were pretty cool. And then like I was influenced by Jamie Thomas and like Zero in general and Andrew Reynolds. So I wanted to have like a Baker skateboard, but I think I only had like one Zero skateboard my whole life. Zero is Jamie Thomas's company, or was company, and Andrew Reynolds' company is Baker. Yeah. And so I was kind of into like Skating America skate shoes too for that reason, and Fallens because that was Jamie Thomas's company. And then, yeah, obviously Andrew Reynolds' shoe company is America. So I was really into Americas and Fallens and Zeros and Baker. I really liked the whole Baker team. And then I got into silver trucks, and I liked Nigel Houston and Ryan Sheckler. Like, I thought it was cool that they were riding for silver. So I kind of liked that. And then I was kind of influenced because of Ryan Sheckler being on Almost. I wasn't down to skate Almost skateboards, but I was influenced by Chris Haslam. I thought he was a cool skater. Then I got into Plan B skateboards just because like I learned like how they make their boards, and they're like at the they're at the forefront of skate deck technology. I think like as far as wood skateboard technology is concerned, they fucking figured it out. They have some cool shit. DC, they have this stuff that they put on the bottom of the board that makes it like always slick, and it helps it stay poppy. It's called Black Ice, dude. It's dope. So those are like those were like my main skate influences, and I have like a bunch of Plan B skateboards that I bought off eBay. I ride Plan B skate wheels, Bones Super Swiss ceramics, and Tensor trucks. I think the skater's Aaron Barrett. Yeah, where I skate Tensor hollow magnesium trucks. So I have like and the deck I use is like an ultralight or pro light, Plan B pro light, I think. So it's a super light deck. My whole skate setup is meant to be like as light as possible. And I used to skate 7.5, but now I skate an 8. And I kind of want to go up in skate deck size and truck size. But I really shouldn't even be skating right now, so it's not really something I'm worried about.
What was the last skateboard trick you remember doing?
Honestly, I always think about the 360 flip to rock to fakie I was trying, and I landed primo on the coping. Like I was trying a 360 flip to rock to fakie, like on like a mini ramp style ramp, at a skate park.
Yeah.
and I fucking landed primo on the coping, and it really like fucked up my toe again. Fucked up my toe again. But the last trick I remember doing, probably just a fakie 360.
I'm trying to find. Well, I was going to ask you a question. What was your favorite graphic you've ever had on a board?
None of them.
None of them?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the bottom of the board. What do you mean?
I like the fuck out of the bottom of the board. Give me a board that pops good and looks good, and I'm fucking good. Like, I'm fucking set.
I like pretty basic graphics. Like,
when you do a picture or you do a video, I like being able to see the logo or the awesome graphic, whatever it may be. What I'm trying to find is I had a 0 deck. Here, I'll show you like the type of like style it was in, and I'll kind of explain to you how it looked. That's a good one. Okay. Go back. Okay, well, it loads forever. Okay.
I just wanted to pick up my skateboard again. It feels so light. I forgot how light it was.
All right. So you know how right here you see the art style? Basically, when you zoom in, these are little etches. Little tiny white etches when you zoom in like really close. That's my board was the Angel of Death sitting on a horse with its scythe hanging down in front of the horse, and the horse was like either sitting up or sitting there. It was on the fucking skateboard, or it was like the horse was on the board. I'm trying to find the deck, and I don't think I can find it.
Dude, I have the illest fucking skateboard setup. I'm gonna make a video about it maybe.
It kind of looks like this a little bit. I don't know if I can get. You're gonna be able to zoom this in for me. Thank you. Okay, it kind of looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fucking badass. It was a 0 deck.
I ride a Pat Duffy Plan B, but I don't care. I don't really know who Pat Duffy is. I just bought these Plan B skateboards off of eBay. They're all Pro Lights. They're all 8s. And yeah, I skate Mob Grip with like a fucking dope ass graphic though. It has like a tiger on it, like in between the bolts.
Yeah.
And then my wheels are Plan B Pro Spec wheels. They have like little dimples on the sides that make them look like golf ball wheels. Like it looks like a golf ball on the sides. And then fucking ooh. Someone okay. Alright, well then I have Tensor Maglite 10s. They're hollow and made out of magnesium. And they're white and black. And the graphic on the Plan B board is white and orange with 2 layers of red wood, which is cool. and the tiger is red. And then I have like these little like rim protectors, I guess you could say, but they're like bolts. So you like screw them over the bearings and like they protect your fucking bearings. And I use these weird bones bushings that are fucking amazing. Waiting for DC to come in. Waiting for people to join this call. Share the permanent bookmark and come back anytime. Press to copy. I'm just going to start screen sharing. Okay. And I'm going to go to Hangouts. Go to DC. He said he was plugged in, so I know he didn't die. Like, I know his laptop didn't die. God, I barely skated this deck. I got like a little bit of dog bite on all sides, but I think it's from doing. Yeah, it's from doing that fakey 360 that I did last time. It's from popping up on the toe side and landing on the heel side. Fakey 360, pop. Fakey backside 360. Or I guess it's...
My bad. I noticed nothing was playing in the background and realized that I was gone.
Yeah, I told everyone to hang on.
Okay. So yeah, I was trying to show you this freaking board. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah, I saw it. I was looking.
That's the board I had. I had that cruising board.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty nice.
Oh, wait. That's a different one, but yep. Okay,
yeah, I
saw
accidentally showed you the wrong board. I mean, the top of it looked the same, but...
Sick. Okay, I could probably show you the first graphic deck that I got.
That's what the top of the board looked like, though. It was pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
I love my creature boards, if I didn't mention that.
That's dope. The first board that I had was a birdhouse.
No shit. That's cool.
It was Tony Hawk. Oh, I know I could find it. I know I could. I'm just going to look. I remember exactly what it looks like, dude. The graphic was a sideways graphic. It wasn't like straight up and down like you see how all these are. You're supposed to look at them while the board is up and down.
Yeah.
The one I'm talking about, you held sideways to look at the graphic. It was almost like this skeleton. Oh, God, I'm going to find it, though. Hell yeah. I wish I kept it, but I did keep it, and then you know what fucking happened? I took it, like, this kid in my neighborhood asked me if I had any old skateboard decks that he could use to trampoline skate on, and I was like, yeah, dude. But this kid was, like, bigger than me, and I was like, yeah, dude. And I go over to his house to watch him do this and, like, maybe skate with him, like, on his tramp. And I've never really had this idea before, but this kid's way bigger than me, and he like tries it a couple times, and he fucking snapped it.
On the trampoline?
On the trampoline, it fucking snapped, dude.
There's supposed to be like... God damn, that sucks, man.
Like when he landed on the board, it was like, we're snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? God, I just need to like see like an index of like all his pro models. Tony Hawk skate deck index. Tony Hawk
Here, I'll show you my birdhouse deck I had. Just real quick.
Or I'll do Tony Hawk Pro Model.
I had the Project 8 board.
Yay.
Yay.
Tony Hawk Birdhouse.
I knew you'd say that. You know why I bought that?
Why?
Because my little brother had a video game, or had a PlayStation 2. He liked Tony Hawk, and I saw the skateboard was with it. And I was like, I'm going to buy that. I remember buying it, and then eventually giving that deck out and trading it for a Barracuda. A Barracuda board, if you know what that is.
Mm-mm.
It's a metal skateboard.
Crazy. If I could just fucking remember the year that I got it, that would probably help. He's probably had so many fucking decks, dude. If I just saw every one, I know I could fucking see. Why doesn't fucking anybody have like an index of all his boards? You would think there would be an index of all his fucking boards.
All right, I found it. Holy shit. It literally is just a metal skateboard. There's not really much to it. But I had an old fucking... Okay, have you ever heard of a Super Surfer?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I had a Super Surfer from 1964. Before I moved out of my fucking ex's place. Before we had that fucking falling out. I had one of these things. Here we are. You see those wheels?
Yeah.
Those aren't rubber. Those are stone, bro. Those are stone fucking wheels.
Hell yeah. Skate or die.
They are hard as rock. That is the board I had, bro. This board goes for about $200, and yes, it's under 1960 skateboards. I had this board, and then I moved out of my place. I didn't have enough room in my vehicle to put anything else in, and I was supposed to go back and do a few trips back and forth. I come back, and all my stuff is ransacked and gone. And I lose this little precious gem that I will soon just buy back if I have the money. But this thing, like, it was nice. It's made out of oak, from what I remember, either oak or maple. It's got no grip tape. It looked exactly like that, man. I feel so bad for not having it anymore.
That's crazy. Did you use it?
Yeah, I used it. Literally, I feel like the word penny board came from this board itself. Because literally, you could not tighten it unless you had a penny in your pocket. Every few streets you go down, you'd have to pick it up and tighten the trucks because it would loosen up. But I love that board to fucking hell, man. It's like a 300, almost $275 something deck, and you know how much is gonna be, you know, having somebody trying to send that to you. It's gonna be like $25 or $30 shipping and shit like that.
Yep.
But it was a nice little board. I liked it.
I remembered that the skateboard deck that I had was on the original Tony Hawk game. I just remembered that, and I was wondering if I could find it in the game, like in like the selection.
Backwards. I would look at the Tony Hawk game, and then I would see which boards that the Tony Hawk game had at the skate shop. I never really ran into one unless, you know, they had Baker for Skate and Skate 2, right? I think they have Skate 3. Baker still on Skate 3. But I don't know if Baker was on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Do you remember? Dude, I would love a Neversoft board. I would never skate it, but I would love a Neversoft board.
I don't think they have a Neversoft board.
Go scroll back up. They have one. They had one in one of your... I think I seen a Neversoft board.
Why can't I just see the fucking... Hold on. THBS 1 skateboard deck selection.
I think what you would have to do is search up the video game and then go look at the decks on the video game.
Well, what I could really do...
Or go through all
I
these.
could go like this. Hold on, watch this. MU Paradise.
Because they have screenshots.
ME. Well, no, even better. I could go to the thing. Go to fucking... So I go here. What am I doing? Oh yeah, consoles. And then I go to PSX. And then I go to T. And then I go to TO. T.
Oh, shit.
So here's the first one. And then I download it, right?
It hurts. You gotta enter the chat, the captcha. Hashtag it hurts when I pee.
Right. Okay. So then I do that.
I don't know how many times I've sat here and tried to fix my hair only to realize that I'm not even on camera.
Bad request. You're a bad request.
Your
Whatever.
mother's a bad request.
Oh, is anyone in the chat? Have you been checking the chat?
We have 0 viewers. I have the chat up right here, actually.
Oh, all right.
The
Well,
last
let's
thing
see if we can
that
hang out with Big Toke,
there.
actually.
Okay, yeah. The last thing somebody said was at 2:47, about 15 minutes ago or so. Saying, catch you later, guys. He goes, nobody man goes.
The beginning was fun, though, and I liked that dude came in from Layton. That was weird.
Yeah, I'm on a community. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm on a channel where somebody is from the UK that is on the channel. Somebody is from here, and we're just all over everywhere. But yeah.
What the fuck, Big Toke? Okay, earlier he goes,
He goes,
My
hey
bad.
guys, I know I missed it. I should have replied, honestly. I messed up. But we were talking about all this other stuff and I didn't want to get off track.
Well, I'm not talking about the chat. I'm talking about the chat in Google Hangout. Earlier he said, my bad, been passed out, LOL, and oh yeah, I made like a joke and he was laughing about it. And then he didn't say anything. Like he was trying to hang out with us, but then he just, I don't know. Weird.
Maybe he's having issues with his internet again. You're still screen sharing, by the way.
Internet issues. He just needs to bring the fucking Wi-Fi router right up to him, get an Ethernet cable, and plug it right in.
Plug it right into his butthole.
Ew.
Direct connection.
Right into the ass of the internet. Right into the ass of the interweb.
It sounded like it would be a shitty connection. But well, you can tell I got some weed in me. I'm making jokes.
Oh, I'm funnier when I get drunk, actually. I'm going to get some more alcohol, and then I'm going to pee. How about that? I'll be right back. Then I'll take you off screen sharing.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can't see your icon. We just see your screen looking at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of these other boards on here, I don't know if anybody's watching, but some of these boards on here look really nice. Like they really took care of their skateboard. Somebody actually took off the logo. I get so many memories looking at those skateboards. I really want that board back. And to the girl who decided it was okay to give away my skateboard and all my belongings, fuck you. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that shit? I let you stay at my place and you're gonna sell my shit? That's wrong. That was a fucking early birthday present, man.
Yo, I told you I lived on split level, right?
Yeah, you were on 2 floors.
Yeah, I have like 2 floors on my level, basically. Does that make sense?
Oh, so you basically got 3 floors. It's just the bottom floor is your other neighbors, right?
Yeah. Like I have stairs on my level. It's a split level. Like it's like there's 2 levels, but then it's then there's like a stair area, and then there's a downstairs, and the downstairs has a basement that's connected to the garage, actually. So we use that for like storage and laundry. And that's where like the water heater and stuff is. That his section uses. My water heater is in a closet.
All right. So get this.
So I got this Mike's Harder Blood Orange flavor. It's good.
My computer has an internal mic somewhere.
Right.
So that was the problem we were having last time, man. I'm looking around at it right now. Sorry, you can't see me, but I'm like trying to figure out where the where the microphone would be.
And I just poured a Mike's Harder Lemonade Blood Orange flavor into some ice. And I just finished drinking a pint of mango lemonade Mike's Harder 8%. And this,
Yeah, you're way off better than I am right now. I've only drank one Mickey's, which is I don't even know how much the volume is or how much by volume it is. It just says 60 fluid ounces. There's no way to tell.
says 2.5 or 23.5 ounces, and then this one is 16 ounces. But for some weird reason, they both say 1 pint. Or this one says,
Oh yeah, this one says 1 pint, but it's 16 ounces.
yeah, and then this one says 1 pint, 7.6 fluid ounces. I don't know what that means, but it's definitely 7.5 more ounces than the smaller can.
Okay, so I know you just opened up a beer or whatever you want to call it. But to keep this stream short, I'm going to end it and then we're going to start another stream.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No rules, but we're still not going to talk about those crazy subjects only because I don't talk about those crazy subjects on my channel.
Yeah,
I don't like those damn topics, man.
Yeah, I always keep it like pretty dry. Like I don't get too
I'm just super
political when we're talking about certain things.
I'm usually
try to keep
super vanilla about things. If you get what I mean.
I'm
Like,
really
I'll talk about sex and stuff like that.
I'll talk about nuts.
Super vanilla
ice cream
about it.
I'll talk about walnuts and pecans in my ice cream. Okay, next we'll do the next stream.
We'll talk about ice cream and peanuts next time in the next live stream.
You're gonna really do a new one like right now or later?
Right afterwards, yeah. Right after.
Okay. All right, so
we will literally be right back. Just trying to end it for this one for the sake of the archive version.
Do I just stay on and then you?
We'll see. I think I have to make a whole new live and then invite you.
Okay.
Because I have to do it through YouTube. Remember?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'll be right back.
For sure.
All right. Let's end the fucking stream here. Don't forget, you guys are awesome, and this video is cached.